and welcome to a wardrobe essentials video. I feel like such an old school YouTuber doing this because I watched so many of these videos when I was like in middle school and high school. Carly Rae Jepsen was playing, Zoella was still big on YouTube, and there were a ton of wardrobe essentials videos. Now granted, I thought they were really helpful, but I feel like they always just told you like, you need a t-shirt, and like no shit, of course I need a t-shirt, but like how am I supposed to choose a good t-shirt, and what brand should I buy it from, and what's an affordable option and a more expensive option? So those are things that I'm hopefully gonna include in this video today. I really wanna give you guys like a more comprehensive guide to how to pick a flattering fit and good quality pieces so that you can build a solid base to your wardrobe and then branch out from there. For me, and I think a lot of people, investing in basics is kind of a hard process like mentally, because it just sucks to spend, you know, $20, $50, $100 on something that seems so not exciting. Basic, one might even say. But think of these basics as the building blocks of your wardrobe, and you can't get to like the top of the fashion tower without having a solid foundation. Metaphors. And even if you keep your style more simple, having like an amazing fitting pair of jeans and a t-shirt and a leather jacket can make you seem so well styled and like really stylish, even though you're wearing just a combination of basic pieces. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Now I wanted to talk about this first because a good pair of jeans is like finding a fucking rare Pokemon. Like, you really have to hunt them down. Now everybody's gonna have their different jeans preferences, but here are some of my main criteria for finding the perfect pair of jeans. I always look for a high-rise jean, and I mean a high-rise jean. I have like a really long torso compared to my legs, so I need an 11 to 12 inch rise in order for it to like reach my belly button region. Secondly, I look for a straight fit throughout the legs, something that feels a little bit vintage inspired. It feels a little bit more grown up than a jegging. And thirdly, I look at where it ends on the ankle. If it's too long and it hits your foot, it can end up looking a little bit like messy and your legs actually look shorter. If it ends like capri length without being a culotte or something intentional, that can also look pretty awkward. So ankle length is where you want them to end. If your jeans are a raw hem, like these ones, you can always take some scissors and cut off an inch or two from the bottom so that the hem is perfect for you. I end up doing that on a lot of my jeans just because I can't find the perfect length jean otherwise. And my last main criteria is fabric. I am such a nerd for denim fabrics. Like 5 years ago when I worked at American Eagle, jeggings were the shit and everybody wanted stretch denim. I know it is more comfortable to start out with, but I actually recommend quite a stiff denim. It's gonna last longer and not rip in the crotch like all of my jeggings did when I was in high school, and it's also gonna give you a more structured, expensive, just like good true denim look. So check the material label on the inside of your jeans. This is 100% cotton, which is what I would recommend. You could also do 95% cotton and 5% spandex if you want a little bit of stretch. I wouldn't recommend going over 5% spandex because then it does get a little bit stretchy and the jeans won't last as long or look as clean on your legs. That brings me to my specific jean brand recommendations. We're gonna work our way from most expensive to least expensive. So first up, we have Redone, and goddamn, these cost a pretty penny, but they are sustainable, amazing quality, and they also offer free repairs for life. However, if you have a bit of a booty, and I mean like even a little bit, because even my butt is a little bit big for these jeans, they may not be the best fit. They don't have too much stretch and they're really built for more of like a rectangular, straight up and down figure. Next, we have jeans from Aritzia, which are a pretty damn good dupe for the Redone jeans. These have a little bit of stretch to them, so I find them really comfortable just going about my daily life when I want a little bit more room to breathe and move around. Madewell is also a great option, especially if you're a bit curvier, since these jeans have the most stretch out of any of mine. Their jeans do run like $100 to $200, but if you catch them on sale, I've gotten Madewell jeans for like $20, so they can be actually kind of an affordable option if you get lucky. Next, we have my current favorite pair of jeans. They are from Afends, which is a small, sustainable Australian brand. I love how high-waisted these are. I love the fit on the leg. I love the back pocket detail that feels a little bit like 70s. It feels kind of retro, and at $70, these are a pretty reasonable price for a good pair of jeans. And then last up, I have some vintage Levi's that I thrifted and then altered. Now I find that vintage Levi's are so hard to find in smaller sizes, so if you are more petite, don't be afraid to get out a sewing machine or a needle, or just ask your mom to help you out and take in the waist of the jeans so that they fit you a little bit better. I used to be very casual about my short shopping. I just like buy whatever was on sale for $20, but I honestly think that you need to give as much thought to buying a denim pair of shorts as you do to a denim pair of jeans. If you're like me, I wear shorts every single day during the summer, and if you buy a cheap pair, they will wear out by the end. These ones are my new favorite. They are from A brand jeans. I got them off Princess Polly, and they cost nearly $100, which I know is quite expensive for shorts, but seriously, like the denim on these is so much higher quality and it's gonna last so much longer than something from like Hollister. I always look for a very high-waisted, kind of festival-inspired fit. I tend to go a size up with my shorts because since they're already like so short on the butt, I like there to be a little bit more room around the crotch so it's not like ultra tight. It's also really great in the summer so your crotch doesn't get too sweaty. I also look for shorts that seem a little bit long to begin with. Like, I like my shorts pretty goddamn short, so when I first got these, I'm like, this is, you know, a 2.5 inch inseam. That's a little bit conservative for my taste, but as the shorts get more worn in, this part is gonna start to crinkle up as you sit down and like move around. So they're gonna end up looking like a little bit more bootylicious than these original shorts. If you aren't into that booty-tastic look though, here is a slightly more conservative pair from Afends. I love how like 90s inspired these are, and I feel like they definitely stand out from the range of like typical high-waisted denim shorts. Oh gosh. Now black boots come in a million different styles, so I have a couple options to show you guys for my recommendations, but these are my first ones. If you're in college or walk around a lot, Dr. Martens are 100% my recommendation because they're comfortable, they're weatherproof, but they also add a good bit of personality to your outfit. And they're built to last for decades. I know people like go to the grave with their Doc Martens, they've had them for decades and decades, so they are a really good investment as well. Next, I have some heeled booties in case you need a little bit of height or you're a bit more of a fancy type of gal. These are actually from Nasty Gal and they cost like 30 bucks. They were pretty goddamn affordable. What I look for in a heeled boot is a block heel so they're more comfortable to walk in. You can do some good old stomping in these and they aren't going anywhere. I also am quite particular about my toe shape. These are a square toe, which I think is really groovy. It's kind of 70s inspired and a little bit more funky versus something like a round toe, which is a little bit more like 2010. And lastly, I take a look at this ankle area and make sure that it hugs my ankles snugly. I don't like boots that are kind of loose and like flaccid around the ankle because it can make your leg look chunkier. It interrupts like the nice shapely curve that you have going on. So I definitely like something that's more form-fitting. It also makes it so easy to tuck underneath my straight leg jeans. It just goes whoop right on top and creates a really sleek silhouette. And then my last boot recommendation is such a statement. If Dr. Martens aren't enough for you, like definitely give these a try. These are the shoes of my 2012 Tumblr dreams. They are so cool and they're surprisingly really easy to walk in considering how high these heels are. So if you're looking for a basic that's not super basic, I would recommend these. There aren't that many sneaker brands out there, so I'm just gonna tell you like the exact models that I would recommend. These are the Nike Air Force 1 Jesters. They're called the Jesters because the logo is like melted down kind of Salvador Dali style onto the bottom of the shoe, which I think is like kind of groovy. And these are incredibly comfortable. They look good with jeans, they look good with a dress. I honestly like can't think of an outfit these wouldn't work with. My other sneaker recommendations are the Fila Destroyers. This is like a bit more of a funky dad shoe. These are great for when I feel like making more of a statement. And I also have these vintage Reeboks. As you can tell by how yellow they are, these have gotten a lot of love. They are really comfortable and lightweight, and they're a very low profile, understated shoe if you are looking for something that's more subtle. My last shoe basic is this kind of, I don't know what to call it. It's like a pointy block heel type shoe. I look for a nude or cream color, something neutral that will go with a lot of outfits, but also blend into my leg and make my leg look a bit more elongated. I really like a pointed toe, so again, it elongates the toe box and makes your legs look a little bit longer. And a block heel that's just an inch or two is perfect because it gives you some height, but it's still really walkable. If you're looking for shoes like this, I would recommend Steve Madden. Makes a damn good shoe. And I would also recommend Topshop. I think these are like kind of a British style shoe, so I think they have some on their website as well. This took me so long to figure out, but Victoria's Secret bras suck. Somehow they have managed to throw like $5 million marketing dollars at all of us, and I grew up thinking that Victoria's Secret genuinely had the most comfortable bras out there, but oh ho ho, I was wrong. So I would recommend Aerie is a great option. This is my favorite bralette from them. It's really comfortable, it's unlined, and it's the perfect amount of lacy, so I don't really mind if it peeks through my shirt. I would also recommend Calvin Klein, which is the bra that I'm wearing right now. Wow, take a good look at that. Smooth, well-supported breast, folks. Calvin Klein makes really good bras. I've washed this like 50 times. I wear it nearly every day, to be honest, and she's still holding up great. Surprise, surprise, folks. You never could have guessed it. Yeah, white t-shirt, black t-shirt, essentials in the wardrobe. Now you'd think that most t-shirts are made equal and they're made of a similar fabric, they're a similar cut, who really cares? But I care, that's who. I recommend try on your t-shirts in stores. Just like you're shopping for a pair of jeans, go to like 5 different stores, try on a bunch of different t-shirts in different sizes and different cuts at each store, and come out with your favorite. Take a close look at the fabric and feel, how does it drape? How does it fit me on the shoulders? Are the sleeves flattering on my arms? This one is from Redone, which is sustainable, but also, you know, $80, so I know everybody can't buy this. For more affordable options, check out Everlane, Madewell, or Brandy Melville. One of the t-shirts that I've worn for like 5 years is actually from Forever 21. The key was to make sure that it was 100% cotton, and I sized up to a medium for a slightly more relaxed fit. Now our next essential is a white blouse, or really any type of top that's fancy enough to be like a nice top and jeans outfit. On a blouse like this, I personally look for a wide neckline so that I can show off my collarbone area, and I also look for little details that elevate it. For example, this has a corset top, it has this frill detail around the bottom and around the bust, and the sleeves have a little puff at the top and at the cuff, so it just makes the whole thing look very like fancy pirate. I don't know. It has a lot of detail, so even if you pair it with something more basic, it's gonna elevate the whole outfit. Next up, we have a black turtleneck. Pair it with a red lip and a low bun, you're channeling those Audrey Hepburn vibes. If you pair it with jeans, you're channeling those Steve Jobs vibes. Equally fashionable, equally great option. This is an essential for me because it's perfect for layering. I love layering a strappy dress, a strappy thrifted cami, even like a corset detail situation on top of this, and it is the perfect background for those days that's a little bit chillier. This one is actually a bodysuit, which is not essential, but is actually so nice when you are layering it with a bunch of other pieces of clothing to have the bodysuit that keeps it all nicely tucked into the crotch area. This one is from Somersault, which is like a small female-owned brand. Genuinely the best turtleneck I have ever felt. It's a ribbed material, it's so stretchy, I love the bodysuit on it, but again, you can find these pretty much anywhere. ASOS, Everlane, you can really find them anywhere for like under $20. I have a personal vendetta against crew necks on sweaters. I think they look so boring and like unflattering. So I love that this sweater has a mock neck, it has a balloon sleeve and a chunky knit, so it has all of those little details that help a basic piece look not so basic. I've also thrifted a bunch of my favorite sweaters, including this one. If you're thrifting, look out for 100% silk and 100% cashmere sweaters. They're surprisingly easy to find and really bougie, really good materials that age quite well. Now, a little black dress will forever be a classic, but I actually don't own one, and instead, I own a little patterned dress. I feel like since the age of Reformation and these little like flirty summery dresses, this is the new little black dress, at least in my opinion. Especially because I have so many solid colors in the rest of my wardrobe, I love something with a fun pattern to change it up. What I look for in a dress is obviously a good fit. I also look for a good zipper because this is the death of like many a cheap dress, is this zipper not going up and down properly, so make sure she is sturdy and secure. This one is a very fancy one from Privacy Please. They make the most stunning dresses. I would say I like them better than Reformation's dresses. I know, that's heresy. I also love this dress from Urban Outfitters. I recently made a video with 10 ways to style it, and I love how versatile this dress is, and it's very like picnic bitch, but like vintage picnic bitch. And of course you can find a cute dress at any price point. This one is from Forever 21, and look, this looks like some Reformation shit. It is so, so cute on. This one is one from Brandy Melville, which I know is kind of shitty because they only have one size and the one size is like extra small. But if you do happen to fit them, Brandy Melville has some really cute and really comfortable dresses as well. As you guys might be able to tell by my outfit, I am a fan of a good denim jacket. They have been in style for so long that you can find one so easily at the thrift store. If you can't find the perfect one in the women's section, check out the men's section and you can find a really cool oversized fit like this. This one I thrifted for like $15. It was so affordable. I always look for a denim jacket that has a little bit more of a plain wash. I don't want too much distressing, too much craziness going on. And I also love the contrast stitching on this one. I think it adds a really cool detail. I also wanted to show you guys this jacket, which I got new from Levi's. This is just like a good ass jacket. You know when you hold something that's like well made and you're just like, oh, this is a good item of clothing. That's how I feel in this jacket. I don't know if you guys went through this phase, but in middle school, every year, I would get so attached to one hoodie jacket situation, and I would wear that hoodie every single day to school for the rest of the year. This jacket is my version of my middle school hoodie. It feels so safe and like comfortable, and it's just a really genuinely well-made article of clothing, which is kind of hard to find these days. My last clothing essential is a leather jacket. This is my favorite leather jacket, and it is from ASOS. I got it for like 50 bucks. Unfortunately, it is sold out right now, but I'll tell you about the criteria that I looked for in this jacket, and maybe you can find your own as well. The number one thing that I love about this is the way the sleeves fit. As you can see, this is nearly like a dolman sleeve. It's a very large armpit area. Because leather is such a stiff material, I want that extra room so I can easily lift up my arms. I've made that mistake in the past with my leather jackets. I've gotten them a little bit too snug, and then I like don't have proper arm mobility. The second thing I looked at was the length of this jacket. I really like that it is on the cropped side, especially because I wear so many high-waisted jeans or fit and flare dresses. I want a jacket that ends closer to my waist than my hips so that it maintains my like hourglass. There isn't an hourglass figure, but like it maintains kind of my illusion of like an hourglass figure and a more high-waisted silhouette, if that makes sense. And the third thing I looked at was the hardware. I love that the hardware on this isn't a super bright silver. Instead, it's this worn-in copper tone. It's a lot more understated, and especially as somebody who wears a lot of gold jewelry, this matches my accessories a lot better. Now, this is something that I've just been recently getting into because while I was still in school, I just had a backpack, and I loved my falafel kajankin, fall raven kankin. This was a really good backpack while I was in school, but now that I'm an adult, I'm not a real adult. Now that I'm like a fake adult, I have been getting into purses. Here's my criteria for a good purse. First of all, material is key. Vegans don't come for me, but I am a fan of a good leather material. Secondly, I look for some interesting hardware, so I love the ring detail on this one, and it has some rings up near the straps as well. And thirdly, I look for something that is easy to wear and easy to open. I cannot stand purses that have like a buckle and like 5 magnets and like a security code that's 6 digits long. I just want something that you can open, put your stuff in, take it back out. Granted, this might be different if you live in a city with a lot of pickpockets or thieves. So this is my current favorite. It is from Cosa Numbers, which is a really small brand. They make a goddamn good purse, I cannot lie. It is a little bit expensive though. So if you are on a budget, I would also recommend Nasty Gal and ASOS surprisingly have really good purses. This one is from Nasty Gal. It's like a cool croc type of bag. This one is from ASOS. This isn't like a basic bag, but it is one of the coolest bags that I own. And of course, if you have a good eye, you can thrift bags as well. This one is something that I thrifted recently, and I love the kind of like 90s, early 2000s aesthetic that it has. All right, those are all the basics that I have. That's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope it was helpful, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!